I've been vlogging for a month. My eye itches.
Those are not related statements. Hi guys, this is Kelsey, and we're about to get very, very nerdy with a me!
I can't take you seriously. So it's the start of another week, which means more reading and hopefully finishing the ones that I have to read. But Chris read a book, and he would like to talk about it.
So we were required to read Help for Billy, a Beyond Consequences approach to helping challenging children in the classroom for professional development at school.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever told you, Chris is an elementary music teacher.
I see the benefit if you ironically fall into the cookie cutter section of people that this is geared for, and it's ironic because the entire thing is about how all children do not fit into a cookie cutter mold and everybody's different. It talks about childhood trauma and things that people go to, and it was geared towards people that adopt children, and a lot of the trauma that I see in the classroom is not from that. So while I see the benefit, it was geared towards gen ed teachers, which I am not. And it's geared towards parents of adopted children, which I am not. It was a lot. Oh, and she cited Wikipedia. That's my favorite part.
No, she didn't.
Did. In chapter 10, she straight up cites it. It says Wikipedia.
You're right, it does.
It's only one time, and it really doesn't add anything or subtract anything from the book. It doesn't change my opinion on it. I had mostly finished it before I even saw that. I don't know, I didn't enjoy it.
He's happy he's done.
Real happy I'm done.
We're about to go do fun shopping things. I'll take you guys with me, but before I left, we wanted to update you on reading. I'm still doing this one. I have the book, I was just too lazy to go get it, so here's the cover. Same place. I haven't read anything since I ended the last vlog, so not really any updates on that one. But I read more of The Loneliest Girl in the Universe. I'm now on 42 when I was on 15. So I read a lot of that. And the chapters are really short. Like this one's just 2 pages. But I find it interesting because like it's set in the future, but there's no like fancy screens or like things that you assume would be like a sci-fi. It's all stuff that like would logically be in existence right now. But that's my update there. I have those 2 books, and then the only other book that is required for me to read after that is Diplomatic Immunity, which is like a rom-com. So, I gotta get those 3 done before the end of August. Anyway, we're gonna go
on an adventure!
On an adventure! Back from our fun Saturday afternoon excursion. We got Chris some shoes, we got him some new jeans, I got a fun new outfit for work, but I also went to Target and I got the 3rd Harry Potter in the illustrated edition. Isn't it pretty? I don't know where I'm gonna put it because there's not really any room on that shelf, but that's fine because I have it. But like you've got Azkaban there, it's just, I am all kinds of excited about it. And it's so pretty, oh my goodness. So this is definitely going to be one of the books that I read in September because I am still going to try to finish all of these books by the end of this year. I've still got like 4 months and I finished the first 2 in 1. So I'm thinking I can do that. I think I can make that happen. But I'm so excited. I finally have my hands on it. I've been talking about this since I started the first one, and here it is, and it's pretty. Yeah, but I also did end up picking up this little poetry collection. It's called 2 a.m. Thoughts by Mackenzie Campbell. This is, from what I can tell, it's roughly along the same lines as, you know, Rupi Kaur and her poetry, and in her, like, you know, really short but also having like pictures in it. But I'm realizing that every single poem has like a timestamp on it, so that's interesting. Anyway, it just kind of spoke to me, and I thought that I would pick it up. I'm kind of in poetry mode right now. So those are my 2 books that I ended up picking up from the Target, and I'm so happy. This was a good day. College football starts today, and someone is obsessed with college football. So we will be watching that later tonight, and I'll probably be reading a lot of The Loneliest Girl in the Universe during that. That is the plan. Lots more reading to go. Got 3 more books to do. Let's do it, guys. they've been good and I've enjoyed them, but they're all kind of like the same in my head. And this one and The Queen's School have like stuck out. So that's, those are my thoughts right now. It's kind of what I'm thinking about these two books. I'm excited and sad that we're almost done with this book, or with the NEWTs. Like, I'm really sad. I might have to do some like random vlogs in the future because I've had so much fun vlogging this. I have no idea if this is entertaining for you guys, but I'm having a blast doing it. So that's where we're at. But yeah, I think that's, that's where I'm at as far as updates on reading. I don't know if I'm going to get any more reading done tonight, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's my update for you guys. Hello! It is like 1,000,000 degrees in this room because I had to close the door and turn off the air because I was filming a video. Anyway, while I was putting the books away that I used in this video, I thought I would just update you. I haven't talked to you yet today, so I just thought I would update you on what's going on. So since I talked to you last, I haven't read any of the Loneliest Girl in the Universe yet. I've just been reading a lot of The King's Curse. So I'm hoping to read more of that tonight, because that one is, if I finish The King's Curse in the time that I think I'm going to, I might have time to try my last book, The Diplomatic Immunity, on audiobook. But yeah, so I am enjoying that one. Same thoughts as last time, just because I haven't read it much, so there's not much to say there. But as far as The King's Curse, it's so good. So this looks somewhat familiar. I've just kind of flipped through a little bit. And I think I'm a little farther than this one, but I'll have to listen to it to check for sure. But that means I've gotten to about 577-ish, so I'm now here. And I've only got like a little bit more. So, we'll see, like it even ends. I think that's right. Yeah, it ends about here, so I've really only got like that much left. But it is getting, like, I have a lot of thoughts about it. It is really complex, and like I even sat down and like wrote out my thoughts on this book just because like I hadn't done that in a long time, and I'm trying to get better at like more in-depth thoughts. Like I'm trying to get more into what I really think about these books. So I'm looking at kind of like what I wrote earlier, and a lot of my thoughts I think I told you about in the car, because a lot of the stuff I wrote down here is pretty similar to that. The only thing that's slightly different is I kind of talked about her writing a little bit, and that like I don't have an opinion on it, so I don't know if that means she's like a really good writer or a really bad writer, because like, and like this is true for most of her books, I don't have like solid thoughts on her writing at all. Like it doesn't stand out to me in any like sense of the word. So like I don't know if that just means like she's such a great writer that like you don't notice her writing, or she's like such a like mediocre writer that you don't notice her writing. But like the books are really entertaining, and like I think unless you like books about Tudor England and about political intrigue and like are so complex, I don't think these are like the books for you. I think you have to be in like that mindset and be okay with that kind of book. Otherwise you're just gonna be bored and you're gonna hate it. So I think that's kind of where I'm at with that. I still stand by it being probably one of my favorites of hers. So I might actually listen to this book and see how close I am to the end, and that maybe I can finish this one really soon, because like this is what I was worried about. But yeah, so I'm really intrigued and I am enjoying this, and I think I can do it. We'll see, guys. I've got, what's today, Tuesday? I've got 4 more days, guys, and only one of them is a weekend. So let's hope I can do this. Hello. So I just finished The King's Curse like a couple minutes ago. It was so good and I have so many thoughts. It is such like a complex book. Like I don't know how much I can say that I keep saying that about this book because it is. It's just, there's just so much about it. It was really good. I ended up giving this one 4 out of 5 stars. And there's like a real big shock at the end. Not if you like are really versed in history and like know what happened to Margaret Pole, but she spent her whole life bowing and scraping to King Henry, even to the point where like some of her sons she would even like throw under the bus kind of thing. In her last like moments of life, she said, screw that, I'm gonna stand up to a king that has never heard no before. And it's just like this image of defiance. So I really did like this book. It was, like I said, 4 out of 5 stars, and I can't believe I actually finished it because it was so long. I was starting to get worried, and that means that I have finished another class, my Transfiguration class. So I have all 3 of those, and I only have 2 more books to read, and one of them is The Loneliest Girl in the Universe. And then the next one that I need to pick up is Diplomatic Immunity by Brody Ashton. This is kind of a romance book set in like Washington, D.C., and there's probably a lot of political intrigue in this one as well. But I was able to find an audiobook of this on Scribd, so I think I'm going to pick this one up when I drive to and from work. And I think with this being on an audiobook, I'm going to be able to finish these last 2 that I have to finish before the end of the week. It doesn't look too complicated, and like I said, it is a romance book, and this is also one of the books on that list of 12 books that I have that I want to finish by the end of the year. So this is the last one that I have to read, and I think I can do it, you guys. I'm really excited. But I just wanted to update you that I had finished a book, and it was like the one that was the longest and that I was the most worried about. So I'm really excited about that. So it is pretty late on Wednesday. I'm like super exhausted, so I'm actually gonna go to bed soon. I've been up editing my latest video, but before I go to bed, I just wanted to update you on my progress. I've been listening to Diplomatic Immunity all day, and I am like, I think halfway. I'm about 175-ish pages in there. There's nothing like amazing at this point. It is mostly about this girl named Piper who is going to a like private high school with a lot of people in Washington, D.C. that have like a lot of political ties. So it's a lot of like ambassadors' kids. So the reason it's called Diplomatic Immunity is because a lot of them have diplomatic immunity, and the guy that she is talking to is the son of the Spanish ambassador, and she's trying to like get a story out of him because she wants to be a journalist, and she thinks like this is her chance to win a scholarship. But she is starting to feel some things for him, and it's just your like normal rom-com right now. The other thing I wanted to mention with this is that because I am listening to it on audiobook, it's really interesting because there are so many people from so many different countries. Like the main guy in the story is from Spain. There is someone who is from the French ambassador's family. There is someone who is not quite Irish but has, you know, a semi-Irish accent kind of included in her, and this narrator is amazing and is doing such a good job. I am curious to see what is going to happen next. It's just like a normal rom-com high school kind of book, but you have included like not royalty but like super important people. And I can't tell you how many times they've said the word diplomatic immunity in the first half of this book. It is ridiculous. If you wanted to know what the name was, you wouldn't be questioning it because she says it so much. So like that is my like major criticism, is because they say diplomatic immunity so much in this book. And I think that's like a big thing for this book and the story, and like the I guess tension between the main two characters. But like It doesn't have to be in every single sentence. It's ridiculous. It's cute, and I am liking it. Not as much as I think I wanted to, but again, I'm only about halfway through. So we shall see, but I am enjoying it. You know, I'm having some moments where they're having some really cute moments within the book, so that is making it fun. So I'm definitely enjoying this. I honestly could see myself finishing this sometime tomorrow. If I've been able to finish about half of it in like one day, I'd say it's a pretty good idea that I could finish the second half tomorrow, and then I only have to worry about one book, and that would be awesome. Hello. So I meant to update you earlier and I forgot, but I finished another book, you guys. I did it. I finished Diplomatic Immunity when I was on my way home, and I think I'm gonna give this one, I'm debating between 3.5 and 4 stars, because it had like its really cute moments at the very end. It was very kind of tropey in its rom-comminess, if that makes any sense. Everything is solved in like the last 20 pages is like a common theme with rom-coms, and so like this definitely falls in that. But it did give me a lot of feels, and I did like really fall for like the main guy. And our main girl is like a senior in high school, and she seems like super young. Like she's super young and naive, which like makes sense for being in high school. But it was like she started to bother me like about halfway through. But that's really about it. I don't have like a lot to say about this because like I did read it so fast, and it was just like a nice fun like contemporary romance to like throw in here. So this is actually a really good one to read near the end because it didn't only take me like a little bit, so that was fun. But with this one done, I only have one more book left, and I'm only like 30% of the way done, but I know that there's an audiobook of it on Scribd somewhere because I did see it when I was looking at like what books where I had audiobooks for them. So I might listen to it tomorrow on the way to and from work and see if that can help, because my schedule is going to get like weird in the next couple days, and I really only have 2 days left to finish it. So I think I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. So that's where I'm at. I finished another book. I'm very happy, and I only have one left, guys. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be able to do it. I'm so excited. I'm done. I just finished my last book, and that means that my NEWTs are done. I completed everything I needed to complete. Guys, I did it. I was so worried there for a while. So I just finished The Loneliest Girl in the Universe. I think I'm going to end up giving this one 4 stars. There was a lot of things that were happening. It definitely takes on like a whole thriller tone about halfway through. So this was really good. I liked it a lot. I liked the style of it because like it's told in these like short chapters, but at the same time she's got like emails in here, and then she's got like little sections from fan fictions that she's read, like written about from her like favorite TV show. So like it's kind of mixed media, fun, and it's like jam-packed. Like it's not even 300 pages, it's like 290 something, and like so much happened. There was like for a while I thought her mom was gonna have like some kind of mental health representation a little bit, but the more we got into it, the more like that really wasn't what it was about. It was more about like grief and how that like makes your mind do some things. But yeah, I really liked this book. I'm glad that I finally read it. Was quite a lot. Like it was a lot of fun. I was on the edge of my seat most of the time. That's it, guys. I don't have what. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this vlog here. There's technically one more day of the month, but I don't see myself reading much tomorrow. But if I did, I don't even know what it would be because everything else is done. So I think I'm just going to end this vlog here a day early. So just kind of a final wrap up of the week. The first book that I finished was The King's Curse by Philippa Gregory. Gave this one 4.5 out of 5 stars. And then I read Diplomatic Immunity by Brody Ashton. I think what I've decided is I'm going to give this one 3.5 stars because as much fun and cutesy as it is, it's not super memorable to me. Because like it was fun and I did enjoy reading it, but like I kind of feel a little meh about it. And then the very last book was The Loneliest Girl in the Universe, which I gave 4. So yeah, these are my last 3 that I read, and I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope these like 4 vlogs that I've been doing for the NEWTs have been entertaining. I've had so much fun doing them. That's it for me, you guys. I hope you guys had a great NEWTs month, and if you didn't participate in the NEWTs, then I hope you had a great reading month in August. Thank you guys so much for following along if you've done so. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to be part of this awesome family we've got going on over here. And I'll see you guys in my next video.